This is Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota, with the closing grain and livestock comments for February 3rd, 2017. Corn market today, we were down 1 3/4 to 2 1/4 cents. Beans today down 9 to 10. Wheat market, Chicago down 4, Minneapolis down 1 to 3 on the week. Corn market up 2 3/4. Beans down 22 1/4. Wheat Chicago up 9 3/4, and the Minneapolis down 1 3/4. If you're seeing a little bit of tone there, that is correct. We're beginning to see the bean market lose ground to the corn and wheat, and I think that's a pretty big reasoning behind this acres battle that we see here during the February crop insurance month. We really kind of need to see the playing field leveled out here a little bit, and I think that's what you've kind of seen here this week to some degree. I'm expecting we'll see more of that here as we work ahead. On the soybean side of things, you've got managed money approaching a rather large long here, and I think we need to be very attentive to that. When you look back over the last really 8 years, as we've built the long to this degree, generally doesn't stay up here too long, and the liquidation can be pretty nasty. So something to be very attentive to in their soybeans in particular. We've also got good conditions in South America, and I think that's going to keep a bit of a negative around the market. I know we talk Argentina from time to time, and not everything's perfect down there, but with a massive Brazil crop and an average Argentine crop, I think that's going to spell problems for the bean market as we look ahead. So we kind of look for that to continue. The corn and wheat market stuck in a little bit of a rut here, and looking for more of a choppy tone in those two markets, just as they try to separate a little bit from beans if we can get some liquidation there. In regards to the feeder cattle market, on the day we were kind of slightly lower. Live cattle mixed, hog market up 40 to 60. On the week, we have the feeder cattle market down 387.5, live cattle down 142.5, and the hog market up 342.5. Looking at hogs first, lighter weights around the market versus last year. We're right on track with the 5-year average, and with good demand, export demand around the market, that equals some strong cash undertones, and that's why we've seen the nearby prices rally up there. Be very attentive to this $80 level, though, in summer hogs, and we think that's going to be a pretty important marketing point for you hog producers out there. As we work ahead, we'll see those weights pick up, in our opinion, as we work into spring, and that's what can add that bearish sentiment around that market. In regards to the live cattle here, more of a bearish semi-annual or, semi-seasonal, semi-annual cattle inventory report again. That on top of the placements number from last Friday casts a negative shadow around cattle. And while we were able to rebound a little bit late in the week, we look for possibly a run up near the highs and then a fade again as we work ahead. So watch for marketing opportunities there. Cash 118 to 119 on a live base, 190 dressed here to close out the week. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results. This is a solicitation.